Hello and welcome to the Yorkshire Bike Mechanics YouTube channel. My name's Dave K. I hope you're having a good week. And today, this video is about seat post removal. Okay, you may see to the left of me, in fact I hope you see it because it's all white, freshly painted for the video. This is our seat post removal tool, okay? Now, some people might keep this a little bit secret, but I know there's a chap up in Scotland, Sterling Bike Doctor, he does this as well, and he quite openly shows you how he removes seized seat posts. And we're going to do the same. It's no secret, and I think it's about time everybody knew how to get a seat post out. So, let's crack on. So this is our secret weapon. So this is our seat post removal tool. As you can see, it's really heavy duty. We had this made for us because I'm not clever enough to weld all this together. A good lad called Carl did this for us, so thanks Carl for that. We've had it quite a while, and we've never not been able to remove a seat post from a bike using this particular tool, okay? So, we'll get a bike in it. We've got a bike in to do. It's a road bike. It's an aluminium seat post on a steel frame. And we're going to show you how we take it out. We've now got the bike in the jig, as you can see. I'll just kind of whiz you around and show you how that actually goes in there. Okay. So what happens basically is, first of all, when we get a bike in, the wheels need to come off, okay? Now, depending on what sort of cranks it is would depend on how we actually get that bolt through. You can see that bolt through the bottom bracket. That's a 24mm bolt. So if it's a 24mm bottom bracket, then that'll go straight through the bottom bracket and through the other side, okay? That keeps that in place, okay? Then if we move up, we can see that we've got a collet system in place here. Now, depending on what thickness seat post that we're taking out, this one's 27.2. So we've got these three collets here, and all three have been machined out the same thickness as the post. So they're all 27.2mm, and these are clamped on. And then what we've got basically is the system underneath, which you can see there, takes all the force from under the clamps up through the system, through these particular this section here, up through the threaded bar and up to the handle at the top, okay? The other thing that we need to consider basically is the seat post has to be exactly in line with this bottom bracket, so the forces are equal all the way up the seat tube, okay? So on some particular bikes you'll find that the bottom bracket is slightly off centre, and that's the reason why we've got these two additional sections here, so we can adjust the bike so the force is actually directly up through the seat post. We've also got a section on the top that pivots side to side, okay? So if there's a slight difference in angles, this takes that discrepancy up and it swivels just slightly to make sure that the force is even on the actual collars. What also is important when we're doing this is that we double check the bike to make sure that it's in good condition before we start, okay? So we check all these welds on the bottom, make sure all these welds, there's no cracks, obvious corrosion or anything around these sections here. So once we've checked all these welds and we've kind of made sure that all the welds are nice and tight and there's no corrosion, then we can actually start to pull. So what we're doing now is we're actually starting the pulling process on this particular post, but if you look carefully you find that the three collars that we've put on there are moving up the post and the post is staying in the frame. despite the heat that we've applied to the frame, it's not moving at all. Now we could actually go and put another collar on there, but after 3 collars on there, as tight as we can get them, if the post's not coming out after heat, then we can safely say that we're going to have to do something radical to the post to actually enable it to come out. And then what we do basically is we're going to, in this case, we're going to have to lose the post. So what we do basically is we'll drill a small hole just above the last collar, which will enable us to put a chromium bar through the seat post up against the top collar, which should enable the collars not to slip. And as you can see, what we're doing now basically is we're actually starting to drill a hole through the post just above, so we can actually get that bar through. So once we've drilled that hole, we'll expand it. We'll start off with a 5mm hole, and then we'll expand it to 6, expand it to 7, and then we'll put a chromium bar through. And then we'll start the pulling process again. We've put the chromium bar through the seat post. You can actually see it there on the top collar. This should actually transfer all the energy from the jig through the bottom plate and up through the seat post. The collars are not going to slide up, and so the seat post has no choice but to come out of there, which is the ultimate goal. We are going to lose this seat post in this particular case. It's not often that they're stuck that much that after 3 collars it's still not going to come out. So unfortunately we're going to lose this seat post, but we are going to get this seat post out of this frame. So I'll let you hear the noise that it makes, and we'll speed it up a little bit because it is a 2-minute process. Okay, just to finish off, we can see that this particular post has got some quite bad galvanic corrosion, and that's the reason why it took quite a lot of force to get it out of this frame. So what we wanted to do basically is just show you how this particular jig works, how successful it is, as you can see, and what's involved with removing a seat post, a seized seat post. So thanks for watching. Please tune in again to the next video. Toodle pip.